Hello, and welcome to another episode
automatically goes on.
Another episode of It's Okay with Tam Tam.
Linda, how are you? Is Vito with you?
I didn't get to finish introducing us.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm excited.
Good evening, Miss Linda. So another episode of It's Okay with Tam Tam, because life happens and you are not alone, because it's okay with Tam Tam. So please like this page, follow this page. Also follow us on our YouTube channel, It's Okay with Tam Tam. Share this. Who knows who might enjoy this. This one is going to be kind of lighthearted and fun, even though we're exhausted because of our 7-month-old now. So we are talking about why I love him and why he loves me. So we have been married for 5 years now. And I felt it was good to kind of talk about why we love each other, especially after Valentine's Day.
Okay.
He's so exhausted right now. He's so exhausted. So, first of all, I must say, when we were dating, he said, "I love you" first. You remember that?
Mm-hmm. I do. You came up from out of town.
Yep.
And we were sitting at a table. And I was like, wow, I guess I love this chick.
Why gotta be a chick?
Well,
Carrie, my friend Carrie, crazy enough, I was out of town with her. I think I was at my OT conference. And Carrie knew. She was like, "Tamara, he's in love with you." I was like, "No," because I'm oblivious to everything. I was like, "No." She's like, "Tamara, I'm telling you, he is." So at that point, what made you know that you were in love with me?
I think I just because how I felt while you were gone and how I felt when you were there. I missed you. Just kind of overall. I don't know if it wasn't like a burning bush or anything. It was just kind of overall. I just really wanted you there. So,
how do you know that was love and not lust?
Well, lust is different. Lust meant I wanted to jump on you at the table. Love is more like I just wanted to be with you. You know, I didn't want you to be. I didn't want to be away from you.
So that's still how, because you had to go out of town the other weekend, and that's.
Well, I have a hard time anytime I'm away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think make what makes us work in your head? Our love. I mean, because 5 years, and I know you've counseled people before, and you said usually people have trouble at the 3-year mark, which I think we skipped that. I don't even think we had that.
Yeah, surprisingly, we did. Well, I won't say surprisingly, but yes, we did.
We did what? Have problems?
No, we skipped it.
Yeah.
Normally people have problems at the 3-year mark and a 7-year mark. And I think what happens is the first year, you're just, lovey-dovey. It's the honeymoon time, whatever. The second year, you're kind of like, okay. But by the third year, you're like, no, I'm tired of dealing with this crap. I'm going to voice my opinion. Then I guess the 7 year, I guess it's the same thing. Maybe you're just really tired of crap. I don't know. But I think we dealt with so much stuff, at the beginning, and actually in year 2, 3, I think we just dealt with so much stuff. We just kept doing life together. I don't think we had a chance to do that. Also, I think I'm pretty awesome, and I think that helped us get through those things. Because I mean, what can you complain about? I mean, you sit there and you're thinking about, man, I wish he would not do that. I wish, but he's pretty awesome with everything else, and you're probably just like, I'll just do it. It's just, you know.
So I actually have two questions on that. Like, so do you think we're still kind of in the honeymoon phase as far as our behavior and our feelings?
No.
Why you don't think so?
Because I think the honeymoon period is really based off of being naive and unaware, and I think we have the symptoms of it. Like I think we're very much in love, but we're not naive, right? I mean, you know the things that about me that bother you, and you know my weaknesses and my strengths, and vice versa. Um, we're beyond that. We've accepted those things, and we're so I think it's different. I mean, I know when we talk about the honeymoon period, people are like lovey dovey, feel, and I think we still have that lifestyle, or that those feelings towards one another. But again, the honeymoon period is based upon I really don't know what I got into. I'm just enjoying the ride right now because it's so new.
So you know what you got. You know what you got with me, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Unless you've been hiding some stuff that I don't know about. Um, I mean, I
After
don't know.
5 years, I think
You tell me. Do I know?
You know.
Okay. Well, then I know.
Yeah, you know. I think. I think. I think that for me, it was a lot of things that made me love you.
It's because I'm pretty awesome.
You are.
So there's a lot of things.
Well, yes, I was definitely physically attracted to you when you had your bow tie.
So I'm not just awesome. I'm fine.
You are. No, you're a cutie.
No, not a cutie. I'm fine.
You're a cutie. What's the difference between a cutie and fine?
A dog is cutie. It can be cute. A baby can be cute.
You're my baby.
But I'm fine.
So fine. So. But yes, I was physically attracted to you when I saw you on that picture in your bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
So look at him. I assume you were physically attracted to me too. But
well, I reached out to you first, so I would think so. And all I had to go off of was a picture. And, whatever little profile.
What was it? Was it my dress that I had on?
I think your dress, your
Do you even remember the picture?
It was two pictures. Side by side.
Do you? Oh, so you remember? What was it? Yeah, what did I?
I think you had like a black and white dress on one.
He remembers.
Yeah.
Wow. So, yeah, I'm shocked. I think for me,
+1 for dominant. If for those keeping score out there, +1 for me. Go ahead.
So I think for me, what did it was the deep rooted thought like you put into me, like you were, even though it worked my last nerve, but I appreciate it. You're actually wanting to know deeper than who I am, deeper than okay, then she likes seafood or she likes the beach. You really wanted to know, genuinely know deep.
Yeah, I want to know what the hell I was getting into.
Well, not even just that. I mean, people go out and date people and they know like their clothes size, they know, their likes and dislikes, but you wanted to know what was the makeup. Mm. And so you did an interest in that, and you took a strong interest in my daughter. Not like a crazy stalker, like molester way, but like because some people are crazy, but just you wanted to know because you knew it was that we were a package and that it was important for you to take everything that came along with it.
Yeah, and I had a daughter too.
Yes, and well, that was important to me because I needed to know your interaction with your daughter and your mother. Because if you talk to your mother any kind of way, then we wouldn't have worked out. And if you didn't show interest in your daughter. Like you knew your daughter, you let her freelance, like you knew, oh, she's gonna like this, she's not gonna like this, she's this type of person. Like you knew your daughter. And so that's very good. And that's what that.
So
and that he knew how to tie a bow tie.
A real bow tie.
A real bow tie, not a clip on.
Yeah, not a clip on. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
So just to summarize this for our audience, I was the whole package.
You were the whole package.
I was the whole package.
Yeah.
Am I still the whole package?
Yeah. Yes. But except for the PTSD. Yeah. Which is, I still love you no matter what.
Well, hell, I hope so.
But he knew when we first started dating, and I have nothing against people with PTSD. Crazy enough, I found out I have PTSD as well. But
you say I'm crazy.
You're not crazy because you have PTSD. It's just that you handle stuff a little differently.
The next line says you're driving me crazy in that song.
Yeah, but you were already there before me. So because I worked at the VA and I was dealing with this on a daily basis at the job, and I knew the impact it had on families and people's relationships. So I was just I didn't want to have to be at home and working. So that was my thing. And I asked you specifically because you were like, I'm a veteran. So, and I said, and like I said, again, nothing against any veterans. Most of my family members are veterans. My dad, granddad, and just cousins, uncles. Most of my family, very strong military family, but I didn't want to have to come home and work. But we worked through it, and I think
I didn't know I had PTSD until I met you.
Yeah.
It made a lot of sense afterwards.
Yeah, I pointed it out, and I said, well,
But you knew early on, so you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, but because I had already fallen in love at that point.
Because I'm pretty awesome. I mean, all the awesomeness outweighed that. So, I mean, why not? Right?
So what was it about me? I know you just said, well, I just know you can be. Why couldn't you be without me? Or why did you not like being without me?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. First off, I have PTSD. And so.
What does that mean?
My memory is not the best.
You remember the dress I had on?
I do. It's amazing.
You remember the color and everything.
Yeah. Of the one. The other picture, I'm not sure. I don't remember. I want to say it was brown, but I don't remember.
No, it was like a hot pink.
No,
it was like a hot pink maroon. It was like
pink.
A maroon, like my colors. If it's beyond like the 8 basic colors or 5 basic colors, however, whatever basic colors, I don't know.
Yeah. But I do know why I married you and all that. I mean, I know, and it was just you had a very serving heart, and you were interested in making sure I was happy, and you really. You made sure my needs were met, that I was taken care of, and even beyond yourself, right? And so you had a very serving heart. And I say this about getting into marriage, is you look for someone that you want to serve for the rest of their life or the rest of your life. You don't look for someone for what they can do for you.
I think you need to talk about what does it mean to serve, because I think some people are going to, I don't want to be the servant. I don't want to be someone's servant where I'm just waiting on them hand and foot. Yeah, which is not what, I don't do that for you. I'm not waiting on you hand and foot. I'm not like bringing your bed slippers and putting them on your feet, which I don't touch.
But
I don't touch.
But
I don't do feet.
If I required that, like if something happened to me health-wise, you would do that. And that's what I'm talking. And so really when people say, oh, I don't want to be a servant, that really just comes from a stank heart, Not
necessarily, but I think people have to. It
comes from an attitude. It comes from a stank attitude.
I think people have to understand, because there are some people out there that's what they want. They want somebody to wait on them, hand them.
Then you're in the wrong relationship.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But your heart.
But that's why I'm saying, I think you need to talk about what you mean by serving, because some people don't have the same view as you on what serving is?
I think it's making sure your spouse is taken care of, whatever their needs are. When you identify what their needs are, you're accepting them, right? And so whatever that is, whatever it is, you're going to serve their needs and take care of them based upon that relationship,
But I
in
think
sickness and in health and all of that
yes.
stuff.
So I think you're seeing it as your view. I'm thinking of it
You
as
asked me my view.
no, I did. But I'm thinking of it because like I see you've seen people that have been in abusive relationships or dominating relationships. So when they hear servant, sometimes that person made them.
Of course, it brings it, but you can't.
But that's
you can't,
what. But that's what I'm saying. I want
define marriage or a relationship based upon dysfunction from your past.
That's not what I'm saying.
And yes, you are.
No,
yes, you are.
what I'm saying is
when someone has an abusive relationship and they have that mindset, it actually causes them not to serve because they're pulling back. And so they're defining their current relationship based upon dysfunction of their past. And you can't do that.
But you're missing what I'm saying. I'm saying like you need to clarify what you mean, because you're going to have some people
I've clarified
that want to be in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some men who's like, okay, you heard him saying, you're supposed to serve me. Go and bring me my slippers like she's some kind of lapdog, or go and just.
So understand this. I said, you get into a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Because you want to serve that other person. Mm-hmm. Okay. And let's just say that's whatever that is. Okay. Let's just say that. That also means that the person you choose to serve, you should not choose an individual who is not willing to serve you fully as well.
Then you should say that.
Yes. I did. I said, and then you interrupted and you went all this on this dysfunction stuff. When you're looking for a spouse, if it's one-sided, it's not going to work because one person is going to get abused, right? Not necessarily physically, but if one person's serving and the other one's not, it doesn't work. It's lopsided. You both have to have a mind and a heart to serve. And I know where my heart is, and I use this term of capacity. I think some people just don't have the capacity to love at a certain, people have a capacity to give of themselves to a certain extent, and then it stops. And we have a very selfish society. And so while you're looking for a spouse, and for me at least, I wanted someone that can love me to the capacity that I can love. And I know my capacity to love. And so I'm looking for someone who has the capacity and the willingness to love and serve at the level that I'm coming into the relationship to get. Right. And so I look at it in marriage is we're coming together and it's like us against the world. Right. And so I want someone that's compatible in that mindset, and so, that's what I mean by that. And you've got to be linked up with someone that has that's on the same level as you.
For whatever it is. Because I think you'll have some people who like they want their ideas of what their need or what they want is going to be different than what we want. Cause like we're in agreement of what we need and what we want. So sir, like I like to cook and I have taken upon it's my responsibility to feed my family. He'll cook. He doesn't mind cooking, but that's something that I like to do. That's my way of contributing to my family, which is fine. So that's one of the things that I do that I like to serve. He goes out, he does all his stuff, but he knows, like, I like the fact that when he knows when I've reached my limit or if I'm stressed out or whatever, he knows how to just automatically go in and step in and start taking over stuff. Because first of all, he knows if he asks me, I'll say, I got it. I don't need any help. I'm fine. That's like first thing. It's so hard for me to ask for help. So he's to the point where now he's like, I don't even ask her because I already know she's going to say, no, that's all right. So he'll go in and he'll just start doing it. And I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. It's back to the awesome thing.
The awesome thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like how sometimes he brings me flowers just randomly. And even though yes, his memory sometimes is a little patchy, he remembers specific things that are important to me, like that I like my favorite flower is a calla lily.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like feet.
That's odd. That's like two very random.
I know,
That's like
but I because I'm
thing.
thinking about last night. Was it last night or the night before where you decided to put your foot on me?
It was last night. Yeah. That's just what I do to mess with her, to make her upset, because I know she doesn't like feet. So I'll mess with her, put my foot on her leg or something, and she'll freak out. Then I'll put her on her again.
Yes, it just bothers me. Like I can't stand feet. But anyway, but he knows certain things. He knows that I love shellfish, and he doesn't eat shellfish. So he'll go to a restaurant specifically for me and that will have shellfish or have good shellfish. Like that's what he did for my birthday. So I appreciate
One of
it.
the things I did.
One of the things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I do stuff like that for you?
No.
I feel like I don't.
No. No. You used to, but then when you got me, you were like, you're done. You've done your work. You got me. You locked me down.
First of all, he hates surprises.
Why continue? No, you do things like that.
Like what?
You know, for my birthday, you know, the restaurants I like, we go to those things.
I take him to the restaurant.
You know, you make sure I'm taken care of. Yeah.
He hates surprises, and I love to do surprises. Like that's like I would love to do something to surprise him, but he hates them.
You can surprise me with a gift or something, but don't surprise me with no surprise.
No. Even like one Christmas, he wanted the speakers, the surround sound speakers. So I was trying to get him and I got him because he had been talking about it. But it was like every day he was like, I'm going to the store to buy the speakers. I'm going to the store. And I'm like, don't buy the speakers. And he had just made me so mad and pushed me to the limit. It was before Christmas. I just got mad. I pulled all the stuff and I was like, this your Christmas stuff.
Yeah. We were in the store and it sounded like an airplane flew into the store and it was a new speaker that came out and I was going to go buy it. But that's how I live.
Like,
I mean,
he was like, no, I got to get it now. Like, this is a good deal. I got to get it right now. I'm like, no.
That's how I operate. If I want something, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to get the best price, do whatever. And then we do it. And that's why it's hard to shop because I live like.
How do you try to, first of all, I know he doesn't like surprises, but like Christmas, that's why we just end up going to eat for his birthday. That's it.
No, you still get me gifts. You'll get me a gift or something like that. You always do very well with that. Normally like a clothing item or something.
Oh yeah, I bought you
that.
But
there's just certain things in my life I want to. There's things that I have to be involved with for the things that I want because I'm going to research it and make sure it's what I want. I can't just say, hey, I'm thinking about getting this. And you'll be like, okay, that's what I'm going to get. But that was just a thought. I'm researching it. I'm looking at it, making sure it's what I want. And then I'm definitely going to search.
No, then he's going to try to buy it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and then once I've done all that work and I've come to my conclusion.
But my thing is, and I guess it's just my heart. My thing is like, I love him and I want to show how much I appreciate him. He works hard. He gets up. He takes care of his family. He loves his family. He does what he can for all of us. Me, his 3 daughters, and his mom. He does what he can. So I want to do something.
And Sheena, the dog.
Our poor dog. She's struggling right now.
Little baby. Mm-hmm.
A little baby is a small dog, but she's struggling. But I want to show him how much I appreciate him. And he makes it so difficult because it's like, no, I don't need that. No, I don't want that. So it's like, what can I do?
What you do on a daily basis.
Which is what? I try to manage the house. It's a little harder now with the 7-month-old. I try to manage the house. I try to cook for him. Before the baby came and before all this rigmarole, I did sometimes try to have his breakfast ready. So he can, when he go to work, I wanted to make sure he had food in his belly so he can go work. And so I tried to like cook his lunch. I think at this time I was doing Brianna's lunch too. Brianna was loving it. And, but I wanted to do more.
But all that's a lot, you know, and just like I go to work, you're working all day in the house.
Well, I felt bad too, because like he would go to work and he was working so far and then to drive in that traffic home, which sets him off so bad. And I felt bad. So I don't ever want him to go a day with him thinking that he is not appreciated, he is not loved by me.
Mhm. And that's why, I mean, that's part of serving one another, right? Having that mindset. And that's why when you say when you're overloaded, I just jump in, is because you're serving, you're paying attention, you're engaged in with your spouse, right? It's not just living, you're engaged,
Yeah,
you know.
but
And that's, I think that shows the appreciation,
do
right?
you
And
feel appreciated?
I do, yeah. Just like after this call, you're gonna appreciate me.
Yeah, I guess that's what else I do to show my appreciation.
Yeah, yeah. And I do the same.
Till you make those comments. You know the comments I'm talking about?
No.
You know
No.
how you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's all you want to show that I appreciate you.
I mean, you. It's always nice to. I mean, you say it. You tell me. I think for men, the Bible talks about a man is to love and to cherish their wife, and a wife is to honor and respect her husband. And I think all of that happens with both sides, but I think it's specifically stated that way because that's what they need, right? And so, what the things that you're saying that I do make you feel cherished, right, and cared for and loved. And for a man, we want to know that we're being honored and respected in our home. That's very important to us. That makes it worth going out and doing all those things. And so, when you're honored as the man, and you're honored for what you're doing, and you're respected and held in regard, those are the things that make us feel established, I guess you'd say, right, and allow us to continue to do that. And so, like, we've had some conversations recently because we did some things. We started a business that didn't work out, and we just shut that down, and that was a costly mistake. But I didn't feel any pressure from you on it, right? I mean, I wasn't. It was a mistake. I made a mistake. I made a bad decision that cost us.
But you live and you learn.
Yeah. But not everybody lives and learns. Some people live, learn, beat the hell out of each other. Constantly remind. And to have someone doing life together like that, it's different. And so that goes a long way. So you feel. I think where people struggle in that we're gonna make mistakes, right? And if you allow, this may be too general of a statement, I guess you'd say, but for women, if they allow their man, their husband to lead, and to make decisions, we become more responsible to that decision. And I said it's
the right one.
Of course, that I mean, we're talking about a good man, right? We're not. I mean, and look, men have to grow up and all that. Just like women have their issues, we got our issues, all that stuff. But we're talking about a healthy relation, healthy couple. When we are given the authority, I guess you'd say, to make a decision, we become very responsible for that decision because we don't want to mess up because because you're showing respect by doing that.
But you say that, but understand, like, it wasn't like he went out and said, Tamara, we're going to go start this business and that's what it is. Like, we had discussions before we started the business, and I supported his decision of starting it, but it was discussed. It wasn't like he came in and he made the decision.
Yeah.
Like, we had many conversations and many thoughts about it. So I mean, we went.
But I mean, yeah, if you're just coming in and making that's unhealthy. right? That's a regular leader. Look, I'm a leader in the workplace, and I don't make decisions by myself in the workplace unless it's something that has to be immediately done, and I have to create a decision. It's always best to do that. I mean, that's just unwise to do otherwise. So again, I think that's unhealthy. If you come home saying, "Hey, we're about to get a $150,000 loan, and we're going to start this business. Get on board. Let's go." You know that
I say that because there's again there's gonna be some people say, huh, I'm a lead and I'm the leader, so I'm gonna make this decision for the family.
Yeah, but then
And
that's learning about what it means to lead your house and,
Yeah.
and what it means to all that, and really it's and if we're gonna go that far, we're supposed to submit one to another. It's not just one sided, and submission doesn't mean I'm waiting on you hand and foot and all that. That's not, again, submitting is I'm submitting myself to your needs, and you're submitting yourself to my needs, right? And yes, the man is supposed to be the head, as Jesus is the head of the church, the man is the head of the house, all that. But that doesn't mean you're you rule. You're not Caesar. I mean, proper principles of just leadership. Don't have you acting. You're not a dictator, right? You're still living life together. It's unwise to make decisions in a vacuum. Period. I don't make a decision in my life inside or outside my marriage by myself. The major decisions, I have accountability partners in my life. I talk to you, of course. I mean,
I like the fact that you sometimes you push back on it, but you allow me to challenge you on some of the stuff. Just like you do me, which I hate. When I say I want to do something, I'm going to do something. You'll challenge me, not to say we're not going to do it, but it's just to help the thought process on, is this the right idea to do, or is this the wrong idea, or how is it going to affect us if we go this route? How's it going to affect us, and what needs to happen, and what's going to be your role in it, in that. So just kind of like with this, like what I'm doing. Yeah, and he guides me because I get scatterbrained. I get all over the place, and he.
Well, you do, like, I mean, you can go overboard, right? And so, like, and I could do the same thing, So it's just putting proper balance, But that's how we protect one another.
Yeah.
That's part of serving, is protecting. So yeah.
And after all of that, all of our love, then came little Zoe, which I don't know what the heck we was thinking about. I'm laughing because.
Can you see this face?
I'm laughing because I have a 17. He has a 24-year-old. I have a 17-year-old, and I've always wanted my daughter to have another sibling.
She had Naomi.
They have never lived in the same house. They have never like by the time we got together, yeah. Well, also because by the time we got together, his daughter was in college.
Yeah, she was.
So she was already starting the next chapter in her life.
You waited for the last 7-8 months that she was in the house.
It just happened. It just happened. Well, you were active participant in this too.
When we got married, my wife said, I guess I just won't have any more kids. I guess I just have to accept that because I didn't want any more kids. And so we agreed that we were not going to try, but we were not going to stop. Like, we're not going to do protection, all that kind of stuff, or pills and all that stuff. And I am very sure my wife tried more than I did not try.
But hold up. We had basically given up. We were talking about adopting.
Yeah. And I think also what happened is we got pregnant, and then we had a miscarriage.
And then we had 3 more.
Which started us down a road. And then we had 3 more. So we had a total of 4 miscarriages. And so I think it was kind of like, you start like, you got to go through that healing process, but then you're like, no, we got to make this happen kind of thing.
Well, because also it's not like we're in our 20s.
No, yeah.
So it's not like,
Again, we're going back to trying. See, we're not. Yeah.
it wasn't that I
Yeah.
was trying. We were not preventing.
Yeah.
Like we've
I'm
both
sure
had,
she was trying more than I was not.
we
Preventing.
have both had sex ed. Have you not had sex ed?
Well, at my age, I think I mean, we're beyond the class.
But what I'm saying is, like, what happens
Mm-hmm.
when you do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my point is this: is I think she was trying more than I was.
You can't say you were not trying because
I was not trying to have a kid. I was just enjoying the process.
Well, you were enjoying it and not stopping anything, so the process will cause a little.
But I wasn't timing it,
But hello, if you got me pregnant 4 times,
it's because you were timing it very well.
No, it's not.
Anyways,
No.
There you go.
Okay. Sorry, I pulled the cord out of the thing.
Hope y'all can hear us.
Yeah. No, so
give us a thumbs up just to make sure we can hear you, or say put something in the comments so we know. We got some people out there watching us live, so
yeah.
Just to make sure. There we go. We got a thumbs up. Thank you.
So cool. What we're talking about as far as what were we talking about, the process?
Yeah. So, anyways, let's
put it down.
Miscarriages.
He couldn't keep his hands off of me. That's what it was. You just said you were enjoying the process.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you couldn't keep your hands off of me, and so.
Okay, I couldn't keep my hands off her. I have no problem admitting that I am attracted to my wife. And
thanks very much.
And
hey, she has her new name.
Oh.
Yeah, so he couldn't keep his hands off, and that's what happened, and how we ended up with the 4 babies, or the 4 pregnancies. Actually, 5 pregnancies. So you've got me pregnant 5 times.
Oh yeah, with Zoe.
Yes, 5
times.
Is
the number of grace.
That's my favorite number.
Yeah. That's a good number.
When I play softballs, I'm always number 5. 5 alive.
So we had several miscarriages, and then we were done, and we actually looked at starting to adopt. We were, because I think at that point we were so committed to having a kid, whether we thought so or not.
And I think also too, because we had our friend that came over. I want to say their name, but the friend that came over that that's been in foster care.
Oh.
Came over for Christmas.
Okay.
That year. I think
that had nothing to do with my decision.
Well,
but yeah, I mean,
I think
I feel for it, but
yeah.
But, I mean, I think. As we started looking at adopting, I was like, man, there's just so much out there,
but it's crazy.
We can play a part here. And then Zoe came, and then we got pregnant, and Zoe was born, and that ended that, because they won't let you adopt. I mean, they want you to be outside of a major event. We couldn't even adopt after the miscarriage, because they would want us to wait at least a year.
Yeah.
But anyway,
so all the miscarriages were like back to back. We had 3 in 1 year.
Yeah. So.
But
yeah. So we had Zoe.
Yeah, and she's kicking her butt.
She's a good kid.
She's good, but she's stubborn. She's feisty. Like her. No. She's feisty like her. No, she's feisty like her Noni. Your mother's not feisty? Mm-hmm. Okay.
And your mother's not?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, not, she's not a little feisty. My mom's a lot feisty. Mm-hmm. She got a little spark under her. Yeah. And she's stubborn.
In a great way.
Yeah, I love them both to death. My mom, your mom, love them both to death. And you love Zoe, but Zoe, you know what she does? Our daughter is notorious for looking at people like they're crazy. She is like, so I apologize if you ever meet my daughter and you start talking to her and she just looks at you like you got, you know, horns growing out of your head, that she does that to everybody. Please don't take offense to it. I apologize. So anyway, so I guess that's in a nutshell. You love me and I love you because we serve each other. And give
I
each
think
other
at a
what we need.
foundational level, yeah, I think it comes out of that heart for that. But you know, and I'm able to continue
What
to
do you
do
mean?
that.
Oh,
You know, to you know, look, what I'm doing now, I'm sacrificing to take care of my family, right? I'm sacrificing things that you know, you know what I'm saying, right? But that's easy to do, um, because you know, I mean, just because how our relationship is, you know, to know, it's 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 comforting, it's reassuring, um, to know that if something would happen to me, you know, you would take care of me.
you don't let nothing happen to you.
Well, I'm just saying, but just knowing that, because not everybody will do that, right? And God forbid, I mean, I don't want anything to happen to me either. You know, it's just no. I mean, like we went through a period of time. There was like for a month or two, we were in the ER every weekend, whether it was you, me, my mother, your mother. I mean, we were like rotating through UT
Yeah,
Southwest,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know. But every visit, we were all there,
yeah, yeah.
you know, and that and going through those things.
But
Um,
that's what we do, like as a family. Like I'm sure, like some people out there, like you may hard down and fight each other and cuss each other out and like really like might get in a physical fight. But if something goes down and somebody gets hurt, everybody's gonna be out there at the bedside, making sure that they're okay.
but just you know, just knowing that you're not on your own, it's reassuring,
Well, you better
right?
not leave me. That's all I know.
It gives us security. Um, so you know, I think that allows you to make sacrifices and to serve and to do, because serving requires sacrifice, regardless of what it is. You know, but you're willing to do that when it's reciprocated and you know it is and it's there. And so again, you can't have one person serving and another one not. You've got to both be serving at that level, and you may not be at the same level because one person may have more burden on them, right? And so the other person stepping in to help at that time, but in that relationship it balances out where you guys are serving one another. And if you're not in a relationship like that, it's not a good relationship, you know.
I think the other thing too, because I talked about this in counseling today, is like
Did you tell her how awesome I was?
she already knows.
Because you told her.
Yeah, I told her. I
It's
said he's
documented.
so it's documented. Send it to the in the medical charts, everything. So no, is the burden is like don't I feel guilty for my burden. Like my burden is this dang student loans, and it drives me absolutely insane, and it bothers me. And so we were talking about like right now I'm not working. Like since I've been working since I was 14, and at one point I've had 2 3 jobs working, might not have slept a couple of days or whatever. And now I'm not working. I'm a full-time mom and house manager, whatever you want to call it, chauffeur, whatever. And sometimes it bothers me that I'm not financially contributing. And so me and her talked about it, and she said it's you're feeling guilt because because the financial burden is really mine. And she said, but don't you look at it like it's yours together. I said, I know. He says all the time. He said, you know, we get married with one, and I said, but it's really that's how I feel. And she's like, no, I don't. She said, but that's not how he sees it. So you shouldn't feel guilty.
I understand that though, because I'm one in a million, and so not everyone thinks like I do. No, I mean, but I mean, you know, I think as the movie Rent, you know, or it's actually a Broadway play, Rent. When they're talking about they have baggage, and you're just really, you know, both people bring in baggage to to the marriage, right? And you got to have baggage that fits together.
I think I have
You
more
know?
baggage than you, though.
No, you have a baggage of a student loan. That
But
to me, that's just money. I can make money.
to me, it's like a headache. It's a never-ending headache. So if I could get my child to go through college and not have any student loans, it would be great.
But you just deal with it, right? I mean, you just deal with it. We just make money. I mean, money comes and goes. It really does. Money is the simplest form of trade of whatever. Now, it's, when you don't have it, it means a lot, right? But when we're not there, right? And I mean, God forbid we get to a place like that, but it's easy for me to make money. Now, I'm not a millionaire or anything, but it's easy for me to make money, and to that level. It's not easy for me to create peace, or joy, happiness, connecting with life, enjoying life, having those type things.
That is truly an issue like you've had. Like I've had to pull him to get him to enjoy life and stop a little bit, because he doesn't allow himself to shut off. He will just work, keep going. I was like, you have to stop. I said, because you're going to work yourself in the grave, and God knows you don't need to die on me.
Yeah. So, I think, so I'm not minimizing it, because student loans are significant, but you just got to change your mind. I'm not looking to pay them off. And I think that's where you struggle with. You're looking for the day that they're gone. I'm not. I'm just looking to minimize the payment as much as possible and just keep going. I mean, that's we can absorb that. I'm more worried about the SBA loan now that we're paying back.
Oh, I'll get that taken care of.
So, but I'm it's okay for me to work and to do those things and to take on that, because of the fulfillment that I get within our household, and I think that's the point I'm trying to make. And you can't feel guilty for that, because it's not guilty. You're giving to me just as much, if not more, as I'm giving to you. And I think,
I don't know. I feel like you give me more
because you feel that way. But
I do,
because you feel that way is why you continue to serve me.
It's
the same way I feel that you put up with more with me and you give more to me, so I continue to serve you. I think you're supposed to feel that way. You're supposed to. Once you start feeling like you're doing more, you're starting to get lopsided.
It's already lopsided if I feel like you're giving me more. And you won't allow. He won't even allow me.
If the only thing you're looking at is money, then that's
not just money. It's just allow. Like when I'm trying to make sure I don't pull this cord out again. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to make sure that I can. Like I want to do stuff for you, but you make it dang near impossible to do stuff for you.
But
besides cook his meal.
Things I want. Understand this is. Just give me what I want.
What do you want?
Don't give me what you want.
What do you want?
Is what you give me now. I mean,
I'm not giving you anything but cooking your meals. No, seriously, what am I giving you? Like what?
That's the same thing we're talking about. Just being there, being supportive, supporting me, honoring me, respecting me, making me feel appreciated. When I'm down, speaking, talking well to me, encouraging me, being in my corner, lifting me up, all those things, meeting me sexually, just all that stuff, reminding me, to take a break.
Meeting you sexually means you can't keep your hands off of me?
No, I said meeting me, meaning you jump on me, so I mean, we jump on each other, right? Just all that, all that makes, like Linda said, it makes a big difference. Is I'm not going through life alone, and I know I won't be alone. Right. And I know that I'm appreciated, giving me a surprise party.
No, I would never do that.
But giving me a surprise party would not be serving me at all.
No, that would be the opposite. I know better.
That I mean, just the level of appreciation and all that, that's good for me. Making sure I'm okay is good. If I gotta leave in the morning and get home at night,
But you
I want to know everything's okay.
You even make that difficult sometimes and make sure you're okay. Because I'm sitting there and I'm looking. I know when your anxiety is bad. I can see it before you know it, and I know when stuff is on your mind, and you're like, "Nope, I'm fine." I'm like, "Well, listen." Just like you try to get me to talk about stuff.
I'm really glad that you brought that back to you, because I was about to say that's
but you don't want to talk about stuff
but
either.
That's part of serving. You know, when you're in that place, you're not in a place where you can talk or say it. So you need that other person to push past you so you could be okay.
Not be okay, but you make me talk.
Have you guys watched any of our videos?
You try to make me talk about.
This is the only woman in the world that I have argued with on an area that we've agreed upon. I don't understand. She will argue with me when we're agreeing.
Why do you have to make it seem like it's me?
Because it is.
It's not me. It takes two.
Your tone is what induces or classifies the conversation as an argument.
Oh, only one person.
Yes.
Anyway, that's why we love each other. And we still can fight.
This is why I love you.
We can still fight.
Ooh, this is why I love you.
That was his wedding song.
Yes, we have different wedding songs.
Yes. Some things we have difficulties merging.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, we the way our wedding was is I came out to one song and the wedding party, and then when you came out, that song was over. So we had a new song.
Yeah, because I like Eric Benet and Tamia. So, but that was it. But I'm like, like I said, we have stuff.
How does your song go? Just tell me.
Spend my life with you.
Spend my
Yes.
Yeah.
That is so.
I don't know the words to it, but yeah, if I hear it, I could sing along.
So that was that. But I'm talking about other stuff, like in our house.
Like what?
Like the dishes. Like we still got 2 sets of dishes.
Then throw them away. I don't care. We can't keep a daggone glass in the thing.
We need to buy glass. We can't even agree on a glass that we like together.
We've agreed.
No, we haven't.
These work just fine. These have
That's the ones he liked.
Well, I bought from my man cave, but because we broke all the glasses downstairs, they've migrated downstairs. Anyways.
So anyway, this is why we love each other. Us in a nutshell.
2 nuts in the shell.
Yeah, 2 nuts in the shell. We are cuckoo for each other. That's why we're gonna say we're nuts. We're nuts about each other. That's what we can say. Yes. And so thank you for joining our show. It seems that everybody likes to have us together. Actually, I think it's him. Everybody likes him on the show. So I
am pretty awesome. We did start the show by saying
well, I'm gonna have him wear the bow tie and his hat one day so everybody can see the cuteness. I'm sorry, the fineness. Anyway, so thank you again for watching another episode of It's Okay with Tam Tam. So remember to like, follow this page on Facebook. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we will see you next week.
I won't.
No, we will have a different topic next week. Bye-bye.
Oh.